Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Ott and it's time for today's shared reading. Today we're reading the book In the Outback. This book was written by Tess Fletcher and illustrated by Kathy Morrison. This is a Wild Places series book. What animal do we see on the front cover? We see a kangaroo. Do we have kangaroos in the United States roaming wild? We do not. In the Outback by Tess Fletcher and Kathy Morrison. I went to the Outback to see what I could see. I saw a fruit bat and it just looked at me. Squeak. This is a little red flying fox. This little red flying fox is a kind of fruit bat. I went to the Outback to see what I could see. I saw a dusty dingo and it ran away from me. Yep. This is a dingo. A dingo is a kind of wild dog that lives in Australia's outback. So, boys and girls, the animals from our book are from Australia. I went to the Outback to see what I could see. I saw a bouncing kangaroo and it jumped over me. Boing! Kangaroo. The red kangaroo has very strong legs. I went to the Outback to see what I could see. I saw a lazy lizard and it sat next to me. Hiss. Lizard. This iguana is one of the largest lizards in the world. Wow. Kind of resembles an alligator, doesn't it? Or a dinosaur even. I went to the Outback to see what I could see. I saw a hairy spider and it ran under me. This hairy spider is called a tarantula. The bird-eating tarantula makes a humming or whistling sound, and that means stay away. They are very dangerous. I went to the Outback to see what I could see. I saw a great big crocodile, and it swam away from me. Splash. Crocodile. It's a good thing it swam away from her and not toward her, right? Some Australian crocodiles are called freshies because they live in fresh water, not salty water. I went to the Outback to see what I could see. I saw a bird with big blue wings and it's a kookaburra. The kookaburra has a loud call that can sound like laughing. It laughed and laughed at me. Ha, 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 ha. So its call sounds like laughing. She's getting all wet. The Outback. The Outback is a big area in Australia. Some parts of the Outback have deserts, and other parts have grasslands or forests. So each part has different weather, plants, and animals. Boys and girls, I think there'd be some animals in this book that I'd like to see that live in the Outback, like the kookaburra. But I don't think I'd like to see the tarantula. Talk to your friends and tell them some animals from the Outback you'd like to see. And then tell them some animals from the Outback you would not like to see.